Tell me all that you may know.
Hello, I'm off again on another mini adventure.
Show me.
And I've got a visitor next week, so I won't be able to go out next week. So I thought I'd grab this and just dive in. So today we're still moored. Can you see us hidden down there in a lovely spot? Today I'm going to get the train to Hope in the Hope Valley, and I'm going to walk up to Madwoman Stones and then across to Ringing Roger and then ascend in the morning. I realised I always do my walks clockwise, and I'm doing it anti-clockwise today, and I had figured out a route, and then I thought, just out of interest, I'll just tap on the OS, the Hope Station and Madwoman Stones, and see where the OS took me, and it's a completely different route. And it actually does look better than the one I'd chosen, so I'm going to give that a go and assume they know what they're doing and just compare it to the one that I'd figured out. Lonely old station, this one. I've only used it a couple of times, but I've never seen anyone else here. I'm carrying full weight today, or the full weight that I feel comfortable with, which is at the moment over 10 kilos, because it's still, even though we've had a bit of rain, it's still dry as a bone everywhere, and I can't guarantee getting any water up there. So I bought all the liquid I think I'll need with me. So that will be going down the weight, especially once I've eaten my sandwich and my dinner. So I should be a full 2 to 2.5 kilos lighter in the morning. So that'll be good for coming down. Just found my connecting train is cancelled. Damn it. I'm not walking back to the boat, so I'm going to have to go into New Mills. Maybe I'll have my sandwich there. Wait for the later train. Just sharing my sandwich with my little friend at the station. He likes sourdough bread too. He wants some more. Ding ding, round two. There was a power outage yesterday, and after 3.5 hours of trying to get to Hope Valley, I had to give up and come back to the boat. So I'm off again now, and hopefully the trains will be running. So off I go. See you tomorrow. Later. We're going out for lunch with friends tomorrow, so it's a bit of a rush, but you know, mini adventure. They're usually done and dusted in 24 hours. Okay then, if you're all ready, we're in Hope. Just leaving the station and heading up. The weather's perfect. There's cloud cover at the moment and a breeze, gentle breeze, which is perfect for walking. But it should clear overnight and it should be sunny in the morning, so hopefully get a sunset, but should definitely get a sunrise if I wake up early enough. The idea is to get on up to Madwoman Stones. I don't know why they're called that, can't find out anything much about them, but apparently you get a lot of mists up there and it's very boggy when it's wet. So I think it's probably good to go up there when the weather's like this. So I want to get that far today, and it's definitely the road less travelled. I mean, hundreds of people got off at Edale, and I'm the only one who got off and walked up this way from Hope, so definitely doing this walk the right way around. Just going over a broken stile. Whoop. So get to Madwoman Stones, see what it's like, but I might camp up there, or I might start walking on towards Ringing Roger, which is where I'll be coming down tomorrow to get back to Edale. So we'll see how it pans out. All depends on finding a nice pitch as well. Don't want a slopey one like last time. I'd like to get a decent night's sleep if I can. About a mile up the hill from the station, quite a sharp ascent, and some lovely person has put a bench here. So I'm just having a minute, and I just spotted over there that giant Lego. Interesting. What fun. Well, so far, the way that the OS has worked out for me is very nice. Up behind me, up that way, is Win Hill. I had a camp up there last year, my best ever camp overlooking Lady Bower. And I had the most spectacular moonrise and a really lovely morning with all mist in the valley. Those special moments that you always hope to get. On the other side is Loose Hill, which looks a lot smaller through the camera than it does in real life. And the way I'd plotted had been sort of over there, so I'm really glad I didn't do that way, because it's quite up and down over there. But I've still got to get up high, so I'm going between the two hills this way. I've met 2 cyclists, that's all. A lot of the mountain bikers around here are more middle-aged than young, which is quite interesting, on nice bikes with big fat tyres. But it does look like hard work, though I guess walking with a 10-kilo rucksack is also quite hard work. I'd heard that the heather was just coming into bloom, so I'm hoping when we get over onto the moorland that there'll be some nice purple spreads of heather. The bilberries didn't come to much this year. They were a bit sort of small and shrunken, which is a shame because it's always a treat walking along eating bilberries. Down there is the cement works, which is due to be closed in a few years. And at the bottom of the valley runs what must be one of the most scenic commuter lines. Oh, and there's the train running from Manchester to Sheffield. Lovely, lunch done, and my way runs along here now before it goes up over there. And this bit that we're walking on at the moment is an old Roman road, which sort of, there's a few of them that crisscross the Kinder Plateau. You have to use your imagination really, don't you? We're just coming up to Hope Cross now, and although it's not a cross anymore, it probably was a cross from the medieval times here. This one's been here since 1737, according to the inscription. It says Hope, Edale, Glossop, and Sheffield, spelt with one F. Well, I've turned off the main path and I'm striking out across the moor now, and it's great. There is absolutely nobody here. I've got the whole place to myself. Over there is of heather. There's lots of it up here, it's lovely. And just ahead of me are 2 trees. You don't see trees here very often. You would think if 2 trees could grow, then more could grow. And it wouldn't need to be just grass and heather and bilberries. And unfortunately, often bracken, far too much bracken. But these look like they've been here for some time. And they look perfectly healthy, even in this drought. So we could do with more trees. You can see the sheep like to lie here under the shade by how shorn the grass is. Okay, on y va. Now we're really in the heather. Not in full bloom yet, but very soon. It's the second ascent of the day. coming along that old Roman road. I think it was going slightly downhill all the time. I didn't really notice. So now we've got to go back up again. It's nice though. From a distance, these moors look quite bleak, but when you get into them, they're anything but. Well, not a million miles from Madwoman now. It's quite a scramble up here, so it's not totally obvious which way to go. I think I'm just going to have to scrabble up there, so I hope you're all up for this. Over there, I think. It's a bit slippy because it's so dry. Oh, doesn't help with all this weight on the back. Made it. Okay, I can see them. I think that's Madwoman stones up there. Oh no, these are not they. My way lies across there. So this is the Hag, which is a great name. The Hag leading to Madwoman. Okay, here we go chaps, we've made it. Madwoman stones. Oh. While I was sitting here having my cuppa, I was looking around and I saw another pile of stones up there. So I went and had a little look, and I think those are in fact Madwoman stones, very close to these ones. But I found a really cool camping spot up there, and it's even further away from the path. Not that there is much of a path. So I'm going to take myself up there, and I think I might set my tent up early. I wouldn't normally. Still, camping is all about setting up late and leaving early, but there is quite literally nobody up here. I've not seen anybody, so I think I can risk it, and I should be gone early in the morning because the wind is going to drop right down tonight, and it's going to be really sunny first thing in the morning, so I shall be boiled out of my tent at 6 o'clock in the morning, no doubt, and off down to the copper pot for a coffee. So yeah, let's go and set up. So finally, I think these are them. Third time lucky. And they're a bit higher than the other ones. I should be able to definitely get a sunset and a sunrise here because I can see in both directions. And down there is a perfect little spot with my name all over it. The tent always takes longer to put up than you think by the time you've fiddled around with it. These are brilliant tents, and sometimes you just put them up in a nanosecond, and other times they just look weird and you have to adjust and adjust and adjust, and then suddenly it's right. It's still early, it's just gone 5 o'clock, and I'm going to sit and read my book and soak up the sun. It's not very exciting tonight. It's what's left of the kitchen salad, and the dressing leaked in my bag annoyingly because these are supposed to be leak proof, so everything's a little bit greasy now. Grrr. Anyway, I shall enjoy the salad and the view. I've been lying here reading my book and listening to podcasts, and it's getting quite chilly. I want to get into my Zen bivvy, but I also want to see the sunset, which should be soon. So I'm just going to go and have a look out there now. Oh, it's definitely getting chilly out here now. But there is a beautiful sunset. So I'll see you all in the morning. I'm going to get warm now. Good morning. It's 5:45 and the sun is already up. I missed the actual dawn. It's a little bit of mist down in the valley, but apart from that, it's a beautiful clear day. A little chilly, but it'll soon warm up. Right, that's me up and out. Just got to pack the tent up now. It's quite wet at the moment, so I think I'll get the pegs out and let it dry in the rock, and then we'll head off down to Ringing Roger. Just got to shove this rather wet tent into this tiny little bag. And then we can be off. Have to dry it all off in the boat later. And if you're ready, let's go. Just make sure, as ever, that we've left no trace. All looks pretty good. That's the first person I've seen, well, since yesterday afternoon. He came up behind me, made me jump out of my skin. He was very apologetic. I think he'd been trying to make some noise and I just hadn't noticed. Well, I got a little bit lost in the hag up there, but I found the path again. You have to have a good map up here because there's sheep tracks everywhere that can lead you astray. Anyway, me and my shadow are just coming into the Ringing Roger area, and Ringing Roger is basically just some rocks. The name comes from the way the wind moves through the rocks. That's the ringing bit, and Roger is the name of the rock, which is Roche. So it's been made into the Ringing Roger name. I've just realised actually the French for rock is Roche as well, so yeah. Anyway, that's what Ringing Roger is. And we are now ascending. These are all the Ringing Rogers up here. There is a path right down through them, but it's quite a scramble. And I don't fancy that with the rucksack on, so a nice sedate path will do for me. Actually, you can see path going up there and over the top. Oh, someone's lost a bit of their rucksack. Better take that and bin it. Well, that's nearly the end of my walk. We're just coming down into beautiful Edale. Campsite looks busy, and the train is already disgorging people and rucksacks who are going up and over there. And it's nice to be coming down when everybody else is coming up, and vice versa. Oh, this is nice. It looks like we finish down in the valley, like going over the river. Beautiful. Thank God there's a bin. And here we are. and I'm back at New Mill Station waiting for connecting train to Strines, and I'll be home by about 9:45. So that was a lovely mini adventure, and thanks for coming along with me, and I'll see you in the next one. So have a good week, everyone. Bye
If
for
you
now.
know the way to Blue